What is up, my awesome YouTubians? How are you all doing? And welcome back to From the Depths, where today we are in designer mode, but only to start off with, we shall be hitting the campaign just after these words. So, the submarine has, as you can see, had an upgrade. This intestine looking thing over here is our pack. It is pretty good. It's alright, you know, it's not the best, and I'm still trying to keep things cheap so we can upgrade what we have in the campaign as well. This is the sort of settings that we are going with. We have focused mainly on damage rather than range or accuracy. So there is a bit of a problem if we're trying to hit something like about 600 or 400 meters above us. Obviously, the smaller the target is, the harder it's going to be to hit. But that is not, you know, really it's the reason for the pack. The pack is pretty much, you know, for ships, really. We have added some batteries. I have to close this up. I just left it open, you know, just to show you good people. So we have this going on. What do we have down here? We have an automated control block here. This is just for me, you know, whilst we're doing our beeswax. If I see the need that we need more battery recharge rate, then I'll just come and tweak this. And that's the thingy down there. Moved our mainframe from over here to over here. Have to close it up. Our breadboard is it's looking somewhat like this. And my god, this, yes. Alright, this bit isn't working because it's currently, you know, it's not linked. Because we're looking after that over here, up the top here. I was going to put another check to say if there is an enemy or not. But I'm going to leave that as is for now. This I also would like to link up as well. But, you know, we'll see. So what this is saying is, this is checking that if we have an enemy that is either a flyer, so above 15 altitude, we want, so if it is above 15 altitude, we want to output minus 27 or 0. So that minus 27 or 0 goes over here, which is then split into 2 because we're using that figure in 2 locations, which goes to the PID. So currently we are at minus 83, the altitude above the waves, because I'm usually using the altitude above terrain. So altitude above the waves, that is our altitude, our current altitude. So if there is a flyer, we want to set our current altitude to minus 25. So that is why it is linked through here to there. And then we have another if statement saying, well, if B, which is this, if B, which is the minus 27, is less or equal to minus 27, pretty much what I'm just saying is, you know, if it's 27, pretty much. Output A, which is this up here, this variable, or 0. So it tells us to go up. What we're trying to do is we're trying to go up to be minus 27 meters under the waves. That is if there is an aerial target. So then if there is, you know, a ship or a sub, so if it's under 15, then we want to make sure that we are at 45 altitude above the seabed. Which currently that is, you know, that is the case. Currently there is no enemy as well, so it's at 0 pretty much. As you can see here, it's outputting 0 because there is no enemy. So if there's a 0 as well, then it's just going to be 45. And we have the same sort of check, you know, going into our PID, our current altitude, which is 40, and we want it to be 45. Okay, so it's going there, and the check saying, you know, if it's greater or equal to 45, if it's yes, then output A, which is, you know, the PID's correction, and it puts it into our up. So that is that bit. Hopefully that made sense. Over here we have, let's just open this a little bit. Over here we have another check on the enemy. Okay, so starting this off for the 4th time. What we're doing over here, we are giving a check. We have 3 checks. None of them, you know, are money checks, unfortunately. So what we're doing is we are saying, is there a target? Yes, no. If it's a yes, then it's a 1. If there's no target, it's a 0. So currently it's outputting 0 because there's no target. Over here we are splitting off this output, target altitude, into 2. So later on, we should be getting an update where we can have one output into many inputs. So we don't have to use this anymore. This we don't even need to take any notice of. This actually shouldn't even be here, but you know, whatever. I'm gonna leave it there for now. So what we're doing is we're checking the target altitude. If the target altitude is greater than -10, so then it's going to be like a boat to a flyer. And then it's going to output a 1. So currently, you know, it's outputting a 1 because the target altitude, that as there is no target, is outputting a 0. So that is why, you know, 0 is obviously greater than the -10. So it's outputting a 1 into our sum over here. Then we are saying, you know, if the altitude is less than 15, then we're saying, like, you know, is it a boat? Pretty much. Is it definitely a boat or a sub? Okay. So if it's a boat or a submarine, you know, then it's going to output like 1, or you know, it's going to output 1. Over here we're summing them up. So, you know, if there is currently, if there is an enemy and it's a flyer, then it's going to be outputting 3 over here. So, you know, no, actually it's going to be outputting 2. Yes, exactly. It should be outputting 2. So if it's outputting 2, as it currently is right now, it's outputting 2 because there is no enemy. So it's outputting 2. So if A here, which is R2, if A is greater or equal to -3, well, it can't be greater. It's always going to sort of like be equal or under. Output a 1 or a 0. So as it's not 3, then it's outputting a 0. And what 0 is saying, so if A is less than 1, then output a 1 or a 0. And this is just saying, you know, to activate the broadside on our right. If, however, all 3 are on, so there is an enemy, it is above 0, yet it's also under 15, then this is all going to be 1s. And that's going to, you know, obviously 3 1s is 3. And it's going to go, and we're going to be using the point and maintain distance behavior. So that's that bit. This is something that I have to try to see how I'm going to link it up. Over here. Oh, Jesus. This is going to confuse the crap out of me. The math, I got it from Herpy Derpy from the Discord. That's that. I'm not going to try and explain it, I think. We'll see. So what we're saying is we are taking the target distance and we are sending it in. My God, these lines. I can't wait until we get zoom. We should be getting zoom as well on our BB's thingy. So we're getting target distance and we are putting it in to here, obviously. Where is this? Okay, that is that. All right, fair enough. Right, so target distance is going into A. The target altitude is going into B. And the altitude of our vehicle is going into C. We're doing a bit of math here. And we are putting it through into another if statement. So we're going to be saying if the difference, because what this is working out is the difference in distance, I believe. So if the difference in distance between us and the target, so whilst this is counting down, as this number we're going lower and lower the closer we are getting to that target. So what we're trying to be doing is we want to stop if the target is directly above us. But obviously, you know, you can't be 100% precise with that because it won't work so well. So you have to give it a bit of, you know, a bit of a range, a bit of a distance or a gap if you want. So whilst this is counting down, this is going down the closer we are getting to our target. Once it hits 60, if it's less or equal to 60, then we want to output 0 or 1. So when we are less than or equal to 60, we are outputting 0 into our forward propulsion, meaning, you know, stop. Right? We don't want any propulsion right now because we are somewhat underneath the target. and it slows us down or it stops us pretty much. And then you would either see the speed, you know, ticking like either like 5 or 6 ms and not that much more, because obviously the target is still moving unless you've disabled it. So we should be really close to staying underneath it rather than getting under it and we keep on going straight to turn around back again to go back under it. Like, this is slowing us down so we can try to stay as much as possible under the target. So that is that. This is something that I want to try to link up over here so it makes more sense when it's an aerial target, so we don't use this. But that's something for another time. So hopefully that made sense. If it hasn't, you know, obviously leave your comments, thoughts, suggestions, and anything that you are seeing incorrect or whatever could be tweaked up better. Please leave it there in the box and down there. So that is that bit. So I guess you're probably saying, well, I want to see this sort of working, and you know, we really want to sort of like see the whole altitude difference thing. Why I have done it like this is so that if we come out of the build, let's just grab our little that dude. Let's pull you out. So if there is like a flyer, definitely not the Moray. No, not the Moray. Go away. So if there's a couple of Nessies, what we're going to be seeing is we're going to be seeing our submarine is going to go up in altitude and it's going to try to stay somewhere around a -27 mark under the waves. So obviously I do have a bit of PID tweaking up to do, and the reason why we have done that is so that we can have our little periscopic thing to pop up out of the water where we have a couple of detection bits and pieces just to help us out with anti-air targets. Oh my god, that thing is always getting so close to it. Right, yeah. So as you can see, our current target has hit the water. That is why we have gone back down again. So we will also be using our torpedoes now as well, versus this cretin over here. So yeah, that is pretty much what we are doing with the whole altitude thing. If I can fix the camera. And there goes our pack. Epic. We have just right underneath this guy, but we're still targeting this dude over here. That is why we haven't, you know, surfaced. Or somewhat surfaced. I didn't want it to surface fully, so you don't really expose ourselves that much, to try to get a bit of defense of the water. So what I could also do is try to expand, add another telescopic piston to this, and we can keep our altitude still a little bit more less. But that is trying to help us, you know, if we are solo versus air targets. We do have the spotter on our little green flyer. That is usually our air spotter. But, you know, it's there to help out. It's also there for me. It's like more of like a sort of like a role-playing kind of thing as well. It's a style. It's something that I wanted to see, pretty much. You know, I wanted to see a bit of difference, bit of stuff happening. You know, things changing depending on the situation on its own. So that is why I've set the thing up like that. If there is a flyer. Let's get rid of them and quickly spawn in, I don't know, what's my usual thing? A Kingstead. Well, probably spawn in a Kingstead. It might blow us up by the time we get under it. No me. No me, just because it's recording, like, yeah, you're definitely not going to get close to it this time. So what this is going to do is, as you've seen, it's gone back down. It's trying to stay at 45 meters above the seabed. As you know, the seabed isn't flat, so we're sort of like going up and down a bit. I would like to try to make us more stable when we're at the -27 instead of having that little bobbing yo-yo effect. Try to keep us a little bit stable there. Try to make sure to use as much depth as we can whilst keeping our telescopic piston out and above the waves. So once this guy gets underneath, I will bring you guys back. Okay, so we're somewhat getting close to our target now. As you can see, our ammo on the bottom right there is very low. We don't have a lot of ammo. We're not holding a lot of ammo on this construct. Which is why I didn't set up bigger torpedoes for surface targets or for air targets. And that is why I set up the pack, because we have space to add batteries rather than explosive and horrible ammo that can blow the whole submarine up. And that is what we're doing. My god, the performance has just gone gone to crap. Yeah, so we're sort of like, you know, blasting the snot out of things from underneath, as you can see. And we have slowed down, we are slowing down, we're currently at 5 ms, 4 ms, and trying to keep ourselves, you know, positioned under the Kingstead. So we also can't, you know, it doesn't have the sort of angle to shoot us. Obviously this won't work out well if this was a shallower area. And we carry on doing that. As you can see, look, there goes one torpedo. That has sort of like been trying to reload for quite some time now, because our ammo generation is very, very poor. And these things are so goddamn ugly, I forgot to sort those out. I don't know why I've done them. I've been trying to increase our speed from 14 ms without those two. And there you go, that thing is dead already. From 14 ms, so, you know, been trying to think how I'm going to sort of like upgrade our speed as well, just to get us under the targets quicker. So if you guys have any ideas on that, rather than having this ugliness, you know, thing sticking out there, I mean, yeah, I can fix it up and all that, but yeah, I mean, we could add like have like 3 and 3, but really, how much is that gonna get us to increase in speed? You know, you're gonna end up filling the rear end with propellers. So that's something I wanted to try to avoid. What are you doing? Why are you going, you know, like that? So that is that on our submarine. My god, it feels like it's taken me so bloody long to explain the stuff that we have been doing there. So with our little flyer, we have also done some upgrades to it. So on our little flyer over here, we have a few bits and pieces that are somewhat upgrades. We have added a 2-axis simple laser system to this thing. This is basically to target smaller targets. So its priority is small targets. Even, you know, even though it's on like a wireless, I believe I added a mainframe to it. I added its own mainframe to that. Pretty much just so we can have a thing. Oh my god, where is it? Where am I? Where is everything? There it is. Here it is. So we have, you know, the aim point selection and the target prioritization just for this little simple setup over here, just so it targets the smallest and closest. That's all we wanted to do, really, and that's just to take care of little pests like the escorts of the Frankelheim, whilst our main weapons are, you know, targeting it. I've increased the strength of the shield projectors, all 3, a little bit. Therefore, we have increased the size or number of our batteries going through the system. What else have I done with this? Added a couple more ACBs, just, you know, to tweak things a little bit further on material usage when we are using these guys. Added a couple more strafe at the back here. Forgot to try to make it look good. I've just slapped them on there. Really need to try to make it look a little bit better, that is for sure. And we have tweaked up the whole projectile avoidance on either end. So we're doing something like this. It appears to be working a little bit better. Could definitely need to be tweaked up further, that is for sure. So that is what this construct is going to do if it detects a missile on its left-hand side. Over here. And then this is going to be doing the opposite of those figures to make it move in the opposite direction. And that is that. So that is the sort of upgrades that we have done. All we have to do now is go into the campaign and thingy-me-doodle, you know, the sub and this. So BRBs. And lastly, something else that I am currently working on in the background, which is is stupidly big. I have never built anything this big, or attempting to build something this big. It's just stupid. Currently, we haven't even finished the whole body yet, and that's the price. And we are at 184 in length, And honestly, I think this is just going to be too stupid to even try to get it into the campaign. And, you know, we are not even finished yet. So we have places for turrets. Over here we have one. This is one located for one turret. We have the same on the other side. Probably missiles. Probably detection. Probably for the detection, like, you know, that they will pop out on, you know, like a telescopic thing, if there is something, and they will be on a 360. So the top is going to be the same under here as well. Over on the front, so we do have some missile things put in there. On the front here, that's another hole for something else over there. On the front here, it's probably going to be a dual pack. What I don't know is if I'm going to have the pack up here and the pack underneath it, or if I should put another pack under here. So, you know, hopefully you guys will tell me that. This still has to, we still have to pull out these little ridges over here to come down and around as well. Obviously, I still have to finish this section and the underneath. At the top, this is another section for a turret here. We're going to put a turret, but it's obviously going to be going inside. It's not going to be a surface turret. You know, we're going to have all the bits and pieces under here, kind of thing. And the same with the other turrets. Every turret is pretty much going to have its components inside. Hopefully I can make a decent walkable area in here, and, you know, try to show off the bits and pieces of the stuff and things. The only problem is I think it's just going to be too stupidly expensive to try to bring it in the whole campaign. As you can see, we are nowhere close in terms of trying to finish this thing up at all. I don't think I'll be using custom jets. I think as there is quite a decent bit of space, we can most definitely use the Daddy blades. We will obviously have like thrusters and so on, but most probably a lot of Daddy blades. I'm not sure. I mean, what else we can do also is we can have fuel generation on this, and when we need to create fuel, we'll just have it, you know, as low as possible near the waterline. So that is something that I am working on in the background. Hopefully we can one day or next year bring it into the campaign and have some fun with that. Alrighty then, so we are in the campaign, and guess what I forgot to do last time? I totally forgot to save our progress over here after wiping them out. So I'll be doing that off camera. Currently we have been targeted by a paddle gun prototype. The only thing that I have managed to upgrade is the sub for now, which just hit 100%. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be jumping into this fight. Alright, so this is how we're going to be going in the battle. We've got our two flyers. They have not been upgraded. This is our little sub over here who has been upgraded, and we're going to make sure everything is hello. Did I just go down? Seriously? Damn it. We're going to put that first, the sub first, and start. Get our fingers off the buttons as we plummet slowly. So hopefully things are going to go well. Our two little flyers over here, they need to be upgraded still. It's a damn shame. We definitely need to get our hands on some more resources, that is for sure. Where is our sub? What is it doing? Are you getting your ass handed to you? Oh Christ, I forgot to do up the side bits. Oh dear. Oh dear, I forgot to reinforce the... Oh god damn it, that's bad. That is bad. How are things going? Oh, they have torpedoes. Something else that I totally forgot to do. Totally forgot the stupid anti-torpedo. Oh god damn it. Oh well. So yeah, currently it's just the missile spammage and torpedo spammage, the usual good stuff. Getting rid of this thing. How is the sub doing? We have decided Okay, so it's sort of like repaired. I think it is repaired. Hopefully it's repaired, that pack, because if that pack goes off when it's not repaired, we're going to be in a bit of trouble. Looks like we are quite deep in the water, and we are sort of having some accuracy issues, so we should most probably try to tweak up our pack over here. We want. Let's bring this down. Something like that. And we'll see on the next fight, depending how deep we are. Excellent. So whilst we're waiting for some resources, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this tile for now, and I'll probably get rid of that later on off camera. What we're going to go is we're going to go over here and do this 15. Alrighty, so we are going to engage these guys. This is a 15 tile. What do we have on this 15 tile? We only have a Corsair, and then right after that we are about to be attacked by these guys who are a mix of one horrible Kraken and a couple of Hoplites. Yep, so we'll be getting rid of them as well. Okay, so what is going on? Where the hell are my flyers? Well, there's one. I guess we didn't get them all in. Oh well. Oh, look, there's the other one. So yeah, these guys definitely need to be upgraded for sure. Hopefully we can get that done very soon. But I don't think we're going to be able to upgrade them before we hit that Kraken. That's the only problem I can see right now. What is our submarine? Oh, there he is. Our submarine. Mind you, that thing is dead. Very good. Well done. And the next one, please. Alright, so it looks like we are gonna have a bit of an issue. We have managed to upgrade the 2 flyers to the updated, upgraded, whatever thing. Currently we have one Snapjaw and a flying squirrel heading towards us. Oh boy. Oh, listen, I don't think this is going to go well. Especially because I totally forgot to get some anti-torpedo defense on our submarine. Because that little squirrel, I think, is going to be a pain in the neck. So hopefully we can get ourselves under. We should be actually targeting the bigger. Oh wow! Oh yes, Pearl. Oh, that was beautiful. Screw you, squirrel. Oh god damn it! Oh Jesus Lord, no! Oh Christ! Spawn at yes, spawn there. Oh damn it! God damn you, squirrel! Oh crap! That thing's a. Oh god! I forgot he is an air target and oh damn it! It's an air target, isn't it? And I don't have any defenses whatsoever. But looks like our 2 little flyers nearly holding hands. And my fingers are on the weapons. Are sort of getting stuff done. We do have some. That is definitely not projectile avoidance. That was collision going on. I'm like, oh wow, look at that. They're totally dodging. Yeah, I'm sure. So, our submarine. What are you doing exactly? Oh, there it is. Our little periscope. Doing its stuff. Very nice. Doesn't look like we've been damaged that much though. Seems okay. Things seem okay. Mind you, it is just a thingy. I believe one of those can actually take this on by itself, so you know we really shouldn't really be having any issues. Excellent. So that thing is AI dead. Good. Very good. I'm liking this little team. 2 flyers and a sub. It feels, you know, it feels pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Alright, so let's get this thing going. We have the Kraken and the hoppity thingy doodles. Let's just get this out the way and that out the way. We have our little flyers. They are in. The horrible Kraken. Yes, I remember what that thing did on our first test run of our little flyers. My god, the performance is horrible today. What is wrong with your computer? Seriously, what is this? Oh, jeebus, that was nice. Can we get another one? No. My god, what is wrong with our... Why is it so bad? I mean, we're not even degraded, so I don't know what... Oh, yes we are. That is... Wow, that's bad. I mean, we are currently on... it's a Ryzen 2700. We've got 32 gig of RAM and a 1080 Ti. Everything is nicely water cooled, so honestly, I don't know why we're having this this started it like this. My god, that's really bad. So really sorry about this fight. This performance is absolutely crap. Our sub seems to be under the sea, so we should be okay, I hope. Our little flyers are coming in slowly. Here's our sub. Our sub is actually... Oh, our sub is trying to... That is strange. What are you doing? So it looks like I have some logic to sort out, unless our little missile system has been damaged, which is why it's not poking its head out. Oh my god, the Kraken has taken flight. We have a flying Kraken. Where's Kraken in it? Horrible jokes. Horrible stutters. So I think we're going to leave it here on this one. I'm pretty sure I've gone hell over the time limit that I would usually like to do stuff on. Oh, you did? You gone? You did. Excellent. Well done. Excellent. I'd have to check the whole breadboard thing. I don't know why it was going up, you know, so close to the surface while this is its main target. So, yeah, don't know what's going on there. But anyway, I think we're going to leave it here on this one. Really sorry that I did not have any new vehicles to bring into this this upload here. I will be sorting that out off cam, that's for sure. So, until next time, my awesome YouTubians, please remember to leave your comments, thoughts, suggestions, and other bits and things that you would like me to try to sort out, you know, within this playthrough. So, looking forward to all of your comments and suggestions. Why do you want to go at that altitude? So, for now, I'm going to say take care, and I will catch you all on the next one.